Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I'm gonna be bluntly honest with you, this game really didn't need to exist. The first game wasn't even all that great. I mean, yeah, I get it. It's creepy. You got these Chuck E. Cheese looking animatronics walking around at night, and if they see you, you die. You look at the cam footage, you realize that the bunny is missing, and you see him looking at you in another camera that's closer to your office. You have limited power, and if you use it all up, you're dead. But here's the question I present to you. Why would this be considered fun? Sure, it might be fun for about 5 to 10 minutes, but after that, you've seen everything the game has to offer at that point. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is no exception to this. It's pretty much the exact same game, but with different tweaks here and there. Honestly, I see the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise as nothing more than a fad that overstayed its welcome. Oh yeah, and it looks like they finally made a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Dude, that movie should have been made years ago. I was kind of interested in seeing what a FNAF movie would look like back in 2015, but now I just don't care.
So yeah, this overrated game got an overrated sequel 2 months after the original came out. And while everybody was freaking out about that game, I was sitting around thinking to myself, where the hell is GTA 6? We're still waiting, Rockstar! So the question is, did this game improve on the first game? Is it just the same game over again? Or is it actually worse than the first game? Let's find out.
Creepy ass bear. Well, I see that there's still no options in the main menu. Once again, you can't change the audio, the controls, or the resolution. Different game, same problem, F-. Once the game opens up, you'll notice that there's no doors anymore. You still have cameras to look at, and you can still honk Freddy's nose by clicking on the poster on the left. But we also have 2 vents, a hallway, a music box, and more animatronics. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy are still here, but we also got Winnie the Pooh, Bugs Bunny, Tweety Bird, Transgender Foxy, Pinocchio, and Slenderman Jr. There's also Golden Freddy, who I forgot to mention in my last review, but honestly, who really cares? So yeah, you're at this new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Why your character doesn't just work anywhere else, I have no idea.
Now, I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old locations. Some people still have a somewhat negative impression of the company. That old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and above all, faith.
Well, it's good to see that the phone guy is still a pretentious ass. Once again, you're the security guard at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and it's your job to make sure that the animatronics don't kill you and stuff you inside an animal costume. You still have to check the cameras to see where the animatronics are, but you also have to flash your lights in the vents and hallway to make sure that they're not anywhere near you. Because there's no doors, they will get inside your office. So in order to protect yourself from Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Balloon Boy, and others, you have to quickly put on your mask when they stand right in front of you. Otherwise, they'll kill you. Well, except for Balloon Boy, he will just disable your flashlight. Which is bad because Foxy is not fooled by the mask, so you have to flash your light down the hallway to keep him away from your office. The creepy puppet is also not fooled by the mask, so in order to keep him away from your office, you have to wind up the music box. It's a lot to take in when you first play the game, and it's a lot of multitasking, but it wouldn't be so bad if the controls didn't suck. Just like in the first game, all you do is point and click on everything, with one exception being the flashlight, but that's about it. I said it before and I'll say it again. Keyboard commands and controller support is much preferred. Oh wait, you totally can use a controller for this game. If you purchase the console versions, suck on that PC. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that the FNAF games are also available on smartphones and tablets. I talked about FNAF 1 having cheat codes on the PS4, and how I didn't have to worry about trying to hack the PC version to get through 2020 mode. Well, my brother from another mother, Lord Neptune, informed me that the PC version also has cheats, and that hacking wouldn't be necessary. I wish I would have known that before. He then told me that FNAF 2 also has cheat codes, so of course I wasn't gonna not try it out. You might say that cheating takes the fun out of the game, and I would agree with you on that statement if I found this game at all fun to begin with, but I don't. If I wanted to have fun, I would go play something else. For now though, I'll just have the cheat codes on standby. Alright, I finished all 5 nights, so let's see the ending. $100.50? That's less than what I made last time. I can't believe I'm doing more work for less pay. This game also has a 6th night after you beat the first 5. And of course it's much harder. Yeah, I think I'm ready to pull out the cheats now. $20.10? Ah, piss off. And of course the game also has a custom night. Speaking of which, I also forgot to mention the hidden Easter egg in the last game. If you go to Custom Night and you put in 1987, you'll get a creepy pop-up from Golden Freddy and the entire game will crash. That's nice. Well, we all know what happens when you beat 2020 mode in the first game, so what happens at the end of this game? I'm honestly not sure what ending I was looking for at this point. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is just not a fun game. Is it scary? I mean, yeah, for about 5 minutes, and then it just gets boring. Some people might say that the simplicity of these games is what makes it fun. I say you're a total liar. I get it. Sometimes less is more. But this is just too simple for my liking. FNAF 2 isn't even all that simple. In the first game, all you had to worry about was the lights, doors, and cameras. That's it. But here, you have to worry about the cameras, vents, masks, lights, and music box. Not to mention that there's more animatronics to deal with. It's too much multitasking, man. I know this review is a lot shorter than my other ones, but there's just not much to talk about here. These games are so simple that there's not much to say about them. If you really have to play these games, play them on the PS4, Xbox, or the Switch. It's a lot better to play these games with a game controller. Actually, I take that back. If you really want to play these games, and you just so happen to have a VR headset, buy Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted. How's that for a recommendation? This game is creepy as hell in VR, and it's a lot more fun than the standard games. Anyway, I'm done with Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm gonna go play something else.
Now that's what I call a fun game.